Alright guys, we are back. Let me just get a party so the chat doesn't have to hear it. We are back, and we are back for the most exciting part of qualifying, so I do apologise about that.
We are back, and we are back for the most
But would rather a beautiful voice of Skillsy than of face cam and a dodgy voice, because that is what. Yeah, bit of an echo. Let me just see if I can fix that, man. Is that better? Is that better, Jerobot? Just let me know, mate, because I think I just fixed the echo. I just turned off the stream. I just had to check it. Better? All right. How's the voice? Is it sexy as? Is it sexy as, Jerobot? Are we good for the last runs? Thanks for bearing with me, guys. 2 minutes and 38 left of qualifying. We are good to go. And I'd rather just fix it so you have a good audio rather than having a face cam and a crappy audio. I'm not sure what's happening with that setup. But I did do a new setup last week, and last week was crappy as well. So, yeah, we'll fix that. But Magic Shot is out. Currently P2. He has a chance for pole position, mind you. So that is absolutely sexy in the bedroom. It's Camilo Faster is P3. Also coming off some really good form as well. And Ulfanov is out for his lap as well. Is Magic Shot on a lap? No, he's not. He's not on a lap. Is he coming into the pits? So he is, yeah, he's P2 and he won't get back out. But Ponks will win. He's up on his time. So he's 1/10 up on his time on his last run. Is he? No. Let's just have a look. Kamikaze is out as well. Down in P15. Really strong performance last week, Kamikaze. Currently up his time by 6/10 as he rounds the hairpin left banker. So let's ride on board with Kamikaze, who will be the first one to cross the line. Bremer also out as well. So we will keep an eye on where Bremer is. Where is Bremer? Coming out to the last corner. Sector 3 doing a 1 minute flat. As he comes around the final corner, sits on that brake. He's got 16% left of battery. Rounds the final corner, puts his foot down. And where can the Alpine driver put it? He hugs that line. He runs out of battery and ERS, and he is only good enough for P10. Let's see what Kamikaze can do. Down the DRS straight he goes and opens his back window. Gains an extra 13 kilometers an hour down this back straight. Shifty Whizzer starts his final lap, as does Whiff Matif in the Kick Sauber. So Kamikaze rounds the final corner. Can he worry the front two as Ulfanov goes for his final lap as well? Goes P9. Camilo Faster starts his flying lap. He's 2/10 up as Ulfanov also starts his flying lap as well. He is on provisional pole. And Ulfanov will be the first one to cross the line as Maxi Boy goes P7 with a 1:27.451. Lockie also on his flying lap, as well as Aussie Monero and Two-Door Gaming. Carl Finese on his out lap at the moment, about to start his last flying lap. Broadstar as well. Don't count them out. Look at the times. Pole position is open for absolutely anyone. Ulfanov up to sector 2 then. He comes around the second fast straight. This is the second of 3 DRS zones. Does he go then in the Racing Bulls? He is up on his time, but not by much. He is currently 1:27.061. Can he put this thing in the 1:26s? Can he write his name in the history books at Jeddah? Can he go fastest lap? Only one turn to go, and time will tell. Rounding the final corner, puts his foot down. He goes for history making. He goes for name in the sky. He goes 1:27.061. He can't improve, but Jerry, I tell you what, who is improving? Camilo Faster is improving. Round the final corner. Can he snatch pole position here, or at least put it on the front row? Down the back straight, opens the back window. Camilo Faster does improve, but not by enough. Goes P2 with a 1:27.111. Jerry Ham also out, but he has binned his lap. 3/10 up is Maxi Boy in the Mercedes. What can he do down the main straight? Maxi Boy currently P8, good enough for P3. Squashy Joshy has invalidated. Kamikaze also has shat the bed as Aussie Monero goes through into P2, up from tier 3 earlier this season, and locks out the front row. Broadstar in the Red Bull. He's had pace before. He's come into Jeddah a little bit raw like a chicken breast. But what can he do? Broadstar down the back straight. The only man that could probably challenge him goes 1:29.130. And Ulfanov gets pole position here in Jeddah. So Ulfanov gets pole position at Jeddah. Aussie Monero goes P2 in the McLaren. You love to see it. Camillo goes P3, just edging him out by 0.02 of a second. That's why we love this tier, because there is absolutely no margin for error. It is closer here than two elves ham slapping. Yeah, Jerrybot, that was absolutely. Oh, Just Downsy! Gifted 1 tier 1 sub to Wallaby Racing League's community. Thanks, Townsy. You're an absolute legend, mate. Oh, I better get the timing screens or Goffy's going to have my balls. Look at this. 1.2 seconds between P19 and P1. What an absolute cracking race. Who is Jerry Ham, by the way? Who is that guy? It's not bad. What my wife has made is not bad at all. I'll tell you what. Definitely not in the macros, but my gosh, it is good pasta. Hey, that's good. Is there any more? Oh, I have a little bit more. Hey, some good stuff, man. Our internet's crap, babe. I can't work under these conditions. No, don't me. Fix it. For thing tomorrow night? What do you want? For Bible study? Yeah, go on. Do it. Do it. There's a little bit... It's a little bit grainy. Is that the word? It's a little bit... Can't quite put my finger in the bum, but... I don't know. But it is absolutely creamy and delicious. I do like it. Yeah, it's joyous. It makes... It definitely tickles the tonsils, babe. Tickles the taste buds. Put it that way. It's not good for the waistline. Definitely not. That thing's 1,000,000 calories a bite. No, don't come at me with like it's only light milk. Don't come at me with that crap. That thing is a piece of crap. Tasty going in. A moment on the lips is a lifetime on the hips, fellas. Yep, live by that and you'll be okay. Here we go. We have got 5 lights out and away we go. We are off and running here in Jeddah. And I tell you what, Camillo Faster gets a cracking start to the race. Oh my gosh, Aussie Monero, the missile goes into turn 1. I bet he forgot to fix his brake bias because he has just missiled into Ulfanov. I don't know if there's damage, and now we've got a Mercedes around. The Mercedes of Lockie has caused absolute chaos in the mid-pack here. Lockie has gone around as well. Jerry Ham, a victim of his own making, maybe, I'm not sure. As the kick Sauber with Matif gets a couple of spots up and up into P16. What a start here. Oh my gosh, Missile will be the headline as Aussie Monero forgets to brake and just rams him up the arsehole and causes an incident, but not enough for a safety car because we have green flag racing here in Jeddah as Ulfanov gets out by 0.6 of a second. He doesn't look like he's got any damage, so lucky for him. Camillo also looking to stay out of it into P2 by 0.7 behind Ulfanov. But I'll tell you what, we came here for the thrills and for the spills, and you have not disappointed, Jeddah, as the McLarens are chasing down the kick Saubers. What a start here in Jeddah. Just Townsy says, what was that? I know, Townsy, mate. I tell you what, that was a suicide mission if I've ever seen one. As Ulfanov goes fastest lap with a 1:31.670. And let's just have a look at the tyres. Everyone opting to start on the medium tyres then. And let's have a look at the lost positions as Watanabe gets 11 positions gained and Roadstar in the Red Bull split the sea Moses, they call him, up 9 positions then as Martin also goes up 7 positions as well. Our biggest losers is Missile Monero, Jerry Ham P17, Pomps the win down 8 and Lockie down 11 positions as well. But Ulfanov started pole position and he has maintained that lead, and now crucially he is out of the DRS of Camillo, who's also 2.4 seconds ahead of our favourite racer in Magic Shot, who is currently P3 in Jeddah. Coda Faster P4, and this is spicy for the championship leader. But the biggest thing coming out of lap 1, turn 1, is Aussie Monero has now been renamed to Missile Monero. What a start. Far out. Remember turn 1 Imola? Well, turn 1 Imola was very similar, wasn't it? Turn 1 Imola was also, oh my gosh, the cheese is a little bit melted in this thing. My goodness me, what a start. Dante! Dante, how are you, bro? Mate, we haven't sung your song for a long time, eh? As the Red Bull goes up the inside, look at this! Look at this, Roadster! Looking to get a bit frisky. Goes into the Aston Martin. Around turn 1 we go, and then up into turn 2. Roadster has to suck in into the fast S as we go then. You don't want to overtake here, you want to save some battery, but the Ferrari doesn't give a shit. Watanabe says, I'll cut the corner and take a position, thank you very much. Watanabe into P8 then, just decides to cut the corner and say, mate, corners are for losers. Through he goes then, and again once more off the track. Watanabe, he's all over the place here. Shifty Wizard looking to pounce it up on the inside, gets better traction around the hairpin. The bank corner does Shifty Wizard go, and as smooth as you like goes up in P8. Through goes Shifty Wizard. As we see, Upanov 6 tenths ahead. Maxi Boy in the Mercedes is right on the back of our American in Coda Faster. He's our expat. Oh, I've got to stop smoking. How are you celebrating? Ah! My gosh, here we go. Sort of trying to eat as well, guys. So just bear with me, but we'll keep an eye on the battles as well. What about celebrating? What about celebrating, Jerobot? As Coda Faster, look at this, right on the back of Magic Shot. He wants to get the job done here. He takes a tighter line into the last corner, which might give him better exit, but it might not either. He does pump the battery, he's nearly out of it. He opens the back window, he's got to be careful here, because he's got a Maxi Boy on his arsehole, and Maxi Boy in the Mercedes goes, thank you very much, I've got lower wings, I'm going to go through even with DRS, and I'm going to steal the baby off the mama, and just call me Dingo, because I am through onto P4, as Maxi Boy goes through, and you love to see it, a Magic Shot Maxi Boy combo through on our American expat in Coda Faster. And the Yankee is down to P5, and one has to beg the question, did he run low enough wings, because he got overtaken on that straight faster than I finished in the bedroom. So that is Coda Faster down into P5, but out in front Upanov and Camilo Faster is actually absolutely screaming away from the field to the tune of 5.4 seconds now, absolutely flying down the road. Dante, is it Dante's birthday? Is it Dante's birthday? Oh. Yeah. Then we've got to sing Dante a little song, don't we? Oh, tomorrow! That's alright, Dante. We celebrate today, mate. We celebrate today. We celebrate today. When the moon touches the sky like a big pizza pie, that's El Dante. Come on, guys, join in with me. When the moisturizer on the bedside table comes out with the tissues, that's El Dante. When his drivers win the race and the pants drop down to the ankles, that's El Dante. Dante, man, you're a good dude, bro. You're a bit of a controversial dude, but to be honest, mate, I love ya. I love that you're in Wallaby, mate. I love that you're a team principal. I love the energy that you bring. I love the competitive spirit, mate. I just want to wish you a massive, massive happy birthday, mate, and I hope you enjoy your day, and I hope it's a really good one. And I mean that from the bottom of my ball sack, mate. I really do hope that you have a great day, mate. And thanks so much for all that you do in Wallaby, mate. All the hard work that you put into the team principal work there, mate, and have an absolute cracking day, brother. The real Benno! Benno, man! So, am I not in a party anymore? I am in a party. So Benno is in WA at the moment, and guess what? He's going to come to my church, and we're going to go out for lunch, and we're going to eat a steak, and it's going to be awesome. Wait, do you eat steak, Benno? You do, eh? Because you're a, cow farmer, right? Surely. going to back-to-back Arsenal position. I mean, second places, mate. I'm winning the fantasy league as well. But Benno, welcome, man, and welcome to as Camilo Faster overtakes Ulfanuf on the last corner. We've got a bit of a battle here because Ulfanuf is coming back at him. He does get the back window open because he does play the DRS game and get it done. Does Ulfanuf. Camilo maybe just a little bit impatient there, getting the move done early, but Ulfanuf gets back into the lead of P1, and Coda Faster looking to get the job back done. And Carl Beneza has a bit of a look on Shifty Wizard and chooses to tuck in behind. So real Benno, man. There's an awesome place that does an awesome steak sandwich just around the corner as well. So I'm super keen to take you out, man. Super keen to catch up with you, brother. I hope you've been enjoying your time in Western Australia as well, bro. Yeah, I hope you've been enjoying your time, man. But how good is it being on the stream at this time, mate? It's awesome. Being done early. Did that Red Bull just hit the wall? Maybe, Jerabot. I don't know, mate. You've got eyes just like I do. Maybe. I don't know. That was a bit harsh. Just kidding, mate. Just kidding. But look at this Kamikaze. He does send it up the inside of the hairpin. Gets around Martin. Does Martin have a little bit of damage? Yes, he does. He's missing an end plate because that looked a little bit too easy on the left turn. And look at that for skillsy analysis. He just knew that he had end plate damage before the guy actually had end plate damage. Dinner time for me. Have the run. Yeah, mate. Absolutely. As Ulfanuf now stretches his legs, gets out and breaks the DRS zone. Martin gets back. They go wheel to wheel with Kamikaze. They do a little wheel bump then, and Kamikaze has to take evasive action. Martin gets a 3-second time penalty as well, and Kamikaze goes through. It did look like that was off track, and he might have to give this back here as Formula Fish gets past Martin, and we're going 3 wide up the back straight. The back window is wide open with Matif on the outside then. Look at this camera view. Absolutely brilliant. Formula Fish then on the outside of Kamikaze. Can he get the job done? He's going to have the back window. It does open as the Racing Bull of Martin jumps in for that damaged rear wing. Through goes Formula Fish, and they're going 3 wide up the main straight into the first corner. Kamikaze does lock up, which allows Whip Matif to get through up into P13. And after a disappointing qualifying, Whip Matif finds himself up to P13 and a better race than qualifying. What a move by Whip Matif. Jerry Ham also going up into P12, but Kamikaze is not ready to let this go just yet. As you can see, he is racing through the S's. Does Kamikaze go 2/10? Does he find himself behind Whip Matif? But he's going to have to stay there because Whip Matif had a great exit coming out of the S's, and Kamikaze is down in P14, having a hard time of it this afternoon. Redcliffe Tavern, love to feed there on Fridays. Yeah, okay, dinner time for me. Yeah, fair enough, bro. So here we go then. Ulfanuf has stretched his legs 2.8 seconds ahead as we see Camilo Faster just break the track limits there just a little bit. I wonder if he did pick up a warning, but warning's going to be very, very important here this afternoon. The mediums do get off pretty quickly as well, so we're on lap 7 of 25. We know the undercut is super powerful here. Your laps are going to fire off around lap 10. We haven't had a safety car just yet, so good racing here from the guys in Tier 2 as well. But no safety car yet, which means the tyres would be absolutely screaming, I reckon, around about now. And we're going to watch this with anticipation as Shifty Wizard and Brostar go wheel to wheel. They did both have DRS, and Brostar, did he get a touch? I'm not sure, but he has gone around, and Kamikaze, Carl Beneza is impregnating him right now, right up the backside. Look at that inside him. He doesn't want to give this up because the ghosting will go back off, and Carl Beneza has to yield back into P8. So a bit of an opportunity there for the Aston Martin, not taken, but Brostar was there a little bit of touchy-feely on the exit there, or did he just lose traction on those medium tyres or a little bit burnt out? Either way, he has lost the position down into P7. Does he go? And Watanabe now finds himself on the gearbox of Carl Beneza, and Carl Beneza having a bit of company now in Watanabe and Bremer in the Alpine. What did happen? Yeah, I think he did just. I think his tyres did just burn off. But look at Ulfanuf up the front, guys. Lap 8 of 25 is 3.6 seconds ahead, and he has just put the foot down and said, "See you later, ladies." And he has taken them out to dinner because he is now finds himself 3.7 seconds up the road, and Bremer is a lot closer, as is Watanabe now. This train goes all the way to Maxi Boy, as you can see on your screen here. And then the guys are back 16 seconds behind. Squashy Joshy finds himself in P15, and all those guys needing to pit. As is that a Jerry Ham? Yes, it is. There's a Jerry Ham in the pit. So Jerry Ham decides to try the undercut. Goes in very, very early, as does Kamikaze as well. So I would imagine that they would need a safety car to make that work. It's still super early, but the safety car, I mean, the undercut is very, very powerful as well. As Townsy goes, holy train, is that F124 AI? Very possibly, mate. Kamikaze comes out of the pit, and it's going to be super interesting. So, what we want to do is we want to look at the splits now, because these hards take about 1 sector to warm up. They don't take as long as other tracks, because, yeah, you get a lot of traction around Jeddah. And so the tyres warm up, and Martin has DNF, so Martin's out of the race. We've got a full course safety car as the commentator's curse comes out. And absolutely terrible timing for Kamikaze and Jerry Ham, who's already come into the pits, and now in Sector 1 is going to be under a delta to get around. And so it's going to be super interesting. Will they jump the pack? They're going to have to try and keep right on this delta. But for people like Kamikaze, down in P18, has absolutely no time to get a speed out lap on. And that has absolutely worked out the worst timing for an Aston Martin driver in Kamikaze. My heart is breaking. My eyes are tearing up. And my feelings are hurting for Kamikaze, because that is an awful turn of luck for the Aston Martin. As you're going to see the whole field come in right now and bolt on those hard tyres. And yeah, let's see where Kamikaze is going to come out then. Yeah, look at that. Has a delta all the way at the back there. And he is going to maintain his position, and he'll jump the 2 cars in front of him in Palms to the win, and Likey, and will be P16. But that's not good luck then for Kamikaze, and for Jerry Ham too, who was up in P6. Also not going to jump the pack, I don't think. Let's have a look. But there, oh, he might actually. He's coming down the main straight now under the delta. He wants to be careful he doesn't hit it. As they come trundling out of the pit lane, I think they're just going to beat him, but he might jump a couple of them here. He does pump the ERS. He's going to lose the delta now. No delta, of course, after the start-finish line. He tries to catch the safety car, and he's just going to miss out. He's just going to miss out. He's going to catch the train in P13 then. So absolutely awful, awful luck there for both Jerry Ham and Kamikaze, with the safety car coming out not only 1 lap after they pitted, but also while they're in Sector 1 as well. Yeah, that sucks, Martin. That's a shame, mate. Turn 4, man, that's notorious, eh? It's so glitched, man. Yeah, 1 more safety car and I'm out. 1 more, Jerabot. 1 more, I'm out, bro. So, one can only hope, eh? One can only hope. Good to have you back on the grid though, Martin. Good to see you in the lobby, mate, and racing around Jeddah. Even though how short it was, mate. But yeah, super pumped to have you back, man. Well done. So Ultra Police is out from Camilo Faster, from Magic Shot, and then from Maxi Boy as well in P4. We know that most of the Tier 2 grid is in the party together, but there's also no love lost on the track. It doesn't matter, Martin, as long as you're having fun, mate. I'm slow on every game, if that helps make you feel a little bit better. You know? So, who wants a dad joke? Who wants a skillsy dad joke? Anyone? I've got a couple of them. Alright, let me give you one. I know you didn't ask for it, but you're going to get one anyway. It's a safety car and we haven't had skillsy dad jokes in a while. So, a girl I've been hanging out with sat me down and said, look, first it was simple flirting, then we started hooking up, and Now you're making me egg breakfasts, like all the time. We hook up, you make me eggs. We hook up again, you make me more eggs. Does this mean we're an actual couple now, or we're just hooking up? And I said, look, I like you a lot, but we're just friends with Benedicts. Please tell me someone gets that joke. Please tell me someone understands how good that joke is. Please. Yes, Dowsy! Haven't heard that one either. Yeah, that's good, mate. It's good, isn't it? It's not a good dad joke if you haven't heard it, though. What happens when you take a watch on a plane? Well, time flies. Oh, alright, here we go. Safety car restart. Ulfanov is out in front in P1. And he has... No, he hasn't gone. Shut up, Matt. Here he goes. Foot is down. Does he catch the napping? It doesn't look like it. Ulfanov is off and racing. And so is Magic Shot right on the backside of Camillo Faster. He goes wheel to wheel. He's creeping up on the outside. Can he make something work into turn one? He's going to have to be careful. He leaves enough space, but he does understeer on the exit, which is what happens. And he has to tuck him behind. Twice tries to switch back. But Camillo says, mate, no way. You're not getting by me there. And Camillo Faster stays in P2. Grocer then is on the back of Carl Paniza, looking to make something happen as well on these hard tyres. But tucks in behind, and it's a great restart here in Tier 2. What a restart. Whitmateef through on as Carl Paniza picks up a 3-second time penalty. Jerry Ham as well is losing positions down in P15 then. And also the Mercedes of Lockie looking to make a move on the McLaren. And through he goes on Missile Monero. Through does Lockie go and up on Jerry Ham. They go wheel to wheel up to the fast section. We don't have any DRS. He has to tuck in behind for the corner. Otherwise you lose a lot of speed through here. So he tucks in behind, pumps the battery, and now he's going to be under pressure now from Lockie, who is falling a little bit back without the back window open. And it is Jerry Ham in P15 does maintain that position in P15, and we are off racing once more. What a restart here we have for you this afternoon. A Shifty Whizzer is right on the back of Maxi Boy, who has lost DRS to Magic Shot, but then just gets it back. So we're going to have DRS then as Shifty Whizzer gets a cracking exit. And he says, DRS, what's DRS? I don't need DRS, I've got terrorist wings. And through he goes on Magic Shot. And Coda Faster also looking to get the job done on Maxi Boy as well. They bump with tyres, but it's all okay. Coda Faster, the American, does go 3 wet, 3 wide then. As the Mercedes of Maxi Boy goes through on Roadster as well. And turn 4 is notorious for killing people. Mercedes goes off, Carl Paniza goes through, and Carl Paniza makes contact with the Maxi Boy. He shunts him, that's a fair bump play on Watanabe, then goes off the track as well, and he's off, and through goes Whitmateef, and I tell you what, Whitmateef, this is a drive, son. From P20 up now into P9, at a tough track, but Watanabe and Bremer go wheel to wheel around the hairpin. Don't take a breath, don't go anywhere, you can't blink, because there is action everywhere, and they're still wheel to wheel. Someone's going to have to yield here. I told you, someone's going to have to yield. No one yield. Bremer went into the wall. Watanabe goes through. What a race we have here. And Bremer goes from bad to worse once again, and he crashes into the wall. It's heartbreaking stuff, and now he looks like he's under pressure from Lockie. Lockie is going wheel to wheel. They've got DRS. Lockie is pushed onto the track, and the McLaren has to come through on the outside now. Has to take evasive action. DRS is open. Back windows are open. We're off racing down the back straight. Now we go then. Lockie through on Pomps to the win. Pomps to the win on the inside. Ulfanov goes fastest lap and stays out in front as Pomps to the win looks to get something done here. He is fishing, he's dating, He wants the girlfriend. On the outside he goes in. He's on the faster tyre of the mediums and through he goes, as does Missile Monero. Missile Monero on Bremer. They're going wheel to wheel around turn 1. At turn 2 we go then. And the Alpine comes in and makes it 3 wide. It's Alpine and Aussie Monero. It is an Alpine sandwich. And through goes Lockie in turn 4. You don't go through there, son. But Lockie says, yes, I do. I bought a ticket. I'm going to the play and I'm watching the movie. And Lockie goes through up into P16. What a couple of laps of racing have we had here. Whoa. I'll be right back. Skillsy needs to grab some water. Alright, Skillsy's grab some water. My gosh. What a start. What's happened? Martin's out. What happened to Carl? Carl's okay, he got a 3-second time penalty. Let me know, chat, what did I miss? Without the commentator curse and chat jinx. Who's cursed it? Who jinxed it? What's going on? What's happening? Yeah, thanks, True Aussie, mate. I needed a water, bro. That's true. I got some water now, guys. I feel a lot better. My voice was absolutely losing as Carl Finese goes through on the hairpin, finds himself 3/10 behind Curtis Fast. So that was some insane racing on the restart, though. Absolutely cracking. That's what we came to see. No one tunes into Jeddah to see the racing. We want to see the incidents. We want to see the thrills and the spills of Jeddah, and we want upsets. But there's been no upset at the front for Ulfanuf just yet. He has dominated from the get-go, got pole position, did the Racing Bulls off Ulfanuf, and now finds himself up in P1 and finds himself 1 second ahead of Camilo Faster, who finds himself back in the range of DRS and hunting him down. Oh, that is some good water. Camilo Faster finds himself 8/10 behind then. Just remember you can subscribe as Townsy did. The legend subbed a gift to the sub, guys, $9 per month. That's the price of a coffee these days. And you don't get this much entertainment with a coffee. Coffee is something I shouldn't drink, but I have a lot of it. I don't know if you can tell as Bremer picks up a 3-second time penalty. And with Matif, I mentioned it earlier, but he is having a race of his life, qualified down in P20 up to P9. He is recently back into the Kick Sauber seat after kicking Cooper the Bot out, sacking him and giving him his marching orders, tearing up his contract. Inside sources said it's because he slept with Matif's wife, but not confirmed either. But what we do know is Cooper the Bot is out with Matif, is back in and taking the reins in the wheel there, and now getting results up into P9. Is he going squashy joshy right behind Watanabe? Watanabe right behind with Matif. And let's just have a bit of a replay, or a bit of a, let's just take a breath. We're on lap 16 of 25. We've got 9 laps to go. It's been hectic so far. Ulfanuf qualified in P1, and away he stays there. The American Yankee, here we go then, is through on Broster. And this is the battle we're going to be watching for the rest of the race, I reckon. The Yankee out in front from Broadstar, and then Maxi Boy in P7. Maxi Boy had a good start. He was in the top 3. Magic Shot has just sat behind the 2 at the front. Ulfanuf and Camilo pretty much the whole race as Broadstar gets the job done on the Yankee. Then we have a 4-car race here. Shifting with the Broadstar, Coda Faster and Maxi Boy, and Carl Finese on this one, as well as with Matif, Watanabe and Squashy Joshy in that middle pack. And then there's a little bit of a gap back to Kamikaze. Only 1 second though, so we can get back in this DRS train as well. But we've nearly got a DRS train for the whole race as Bremer comes into the pit to grab a new wing, maybe some new tyres as well. But Squashy Joshy is on medium tyres, so I'm not sure they're going to be screaming very soon. Thompson wins as well as Bremer jumps in and jumps on those medium tyres as well. We've had one safety car, lap 9. Kamikaze came in and pitted, as did Jerry Ham as well. And as soon as they came out of the box, the safety car got called, and that is why Kamikaze finds himself down in P14 and Jerry Ham finds himself down in P12. They were running in the top 7 prior to the safety car. Tried to undercut, bold strategy, get out of the DRS train, but unfortunately the safety car and Bert Mylander had different thought patterns concerning that, as Shifty Wizard and Magic Shot just break away now by 2 seconds, and Shifty Wizard does look faster on this second stint, and so that is what has happened thus far. That is the tail of the tape, but Magic Shot down the inside gets the job done on Shifty Wizard. That is the tail of the tape for lap 18 of 25. 3 laps to go if we want another safety car, where I imagine there'll be decisions to be made whether they come into the box for the soft tyre or stay out on their current tyre, but strap in because we have got a top 2 battle. They've both got lots of battery. It's going to be down to who's got the lower wings. When are they going to pounce? What is the strategy? They have been very, very smart and conservative up the front, saving their tyres, saving their battery, and ready for a couple of last lap dash. So stay with us because we have got a cracking 6.5 laps of racing here in Jeddah. Let me have a look through, Aussie, if there are any warnings. Ulfanov has got, no, that's a collision with Missile Monero. So who are we looking for? Ulfanov, yep, Ulfanov 1. Just Ulfanov with 1 warning. So only 1 warning between the front 2 as well. So we've got a clear race. We don't want it ruined by penalties. We want a late dive bomb. We want some faith. We want some integrity. We want some boldness and some courage to shine through here this evening at Jeddah. And I'll tell you what, Magic Shot has got boldness and courage in spades as he comes through on the inside as well and takes that position from Shifty Wizard, as does Maxi Boy in the Mercedes through on Coda. But it's all about how you're going to set up the last couple of laps then, isn't it? It's lap 19 of 25. Squashy Joshy comes through. They decide to go too wide with Medivh and Jerry Ham. They go wheel to wheel and around turn 4, and the Ferrari's going to have to take evasive action. But is that an illegal overtake? It certainly looks like it from where I'm sitting and my armchair, but only the race directors will know. But Jerry Ham up into P11 as Kamikaze goes through onto P13 as well. So how do they set up the final lap, guys? Let us know in the comments what they should do, how they should manage the remainder of this race. Does Ulfanov try and make a jump for it? Does he try and get out of the back window DRS zone and run away from it? Or does he wait? Does he hold the battery? Does he just try and stay out in front, not lose too much time, and then a last lap dash? Does he let Camilo Fast overtake maybe and play a little DRS silly buggers? Only time will tell, but Camilo has been in this position before. We know he's a championship driver. He has won a championship here at Wallaby. He's not new to pressure situations. He's not new to tough lines. But Camilo Fast is making his move then up on Ulfanov. He doesn't want to wait for the last lap. He's going to do it on lap 20. And Camilo Faster goes through into P1. But we know a lot of this is just games right now. We know a lot of it is strategy. We've got 5 laps remaining then. Jerry Ham up through on the McLaren up into P10. Who is going to win this race here at Jeddah? But who is also going to get into the top 10? Who's going to get crucial points for the championship? You don't want to lose it based on warnings. You don't want to bin it based on a lack of courage or a lack of boldness. You want to win it. You want your name written in the sky. You want to take home the glory. Who is it going to be here in Jeddah? We've only had one DNF here this evening. Camilo faster, and Ulfanuf has been a lot faster than the entire field all night. Finds himself 6.5 seconds ahead. Lap 20 of 25, and through goes Ulfanuf. He has looked the goods all night, to be honest, but can Camilo muster something up? You don't have to be the fastest. Sometimes when you're the smartest, you will take it down as Magic Shot looks to make a move on Shifty then once more. It is the Red Bulls in tandem. Magic Shot and Broster, they need a result tonight. Through goes Magic Shot. Can Broster follow him then? He's looking to gain. He's gaining. He has a bit of a look down the inside and says, can I dive bomb that? And the answer is no. Coda Faster also having to stick in behind Maxi Boy. We are on lap 21 of 25 then. Let us know in the comments who you think is going to win this Grand Prix. I love that. Look at that. I love that. Thank you, game. Such a great view. If I want a side pod, then I want to put it on side pod! But I don't want that. I don't want that, so don't give it to me. I have the option of doing that myself. See? Look. I can put it on TV pod if I want. Don't give me a side TV pod as an option for the streaming broadcast! No one wants to see that. Okay? Just Townsend says 1 off, 2 Camilo, 3 Shifty. Nah, Magic Shot's got P3 in the bag. In the bag. In the bag, but he does go Shifty Whizzer. Shifty Whizzer goes through into, and so does Brostar on the inside of his teammate. Are they going to bump wheel to wheel around the final corner? They go then. Who's going to get better traction? They bump wheels. I told you, through they go then. They're going wheel to wheel. They're both going to have DRS. Magic Shot shuts the door on him and slams the door just like Elsa did in Frozen. And through goes Magic Shot on the inside, Shifty Whizzer. They're going wheel to wheel. They're committed. They're both going to have to be clean. They both leave just enough space. And through goes Magic Shot in the Red Bull. Can he get the job done? Yes, he can. What a pass by Magic Shot. What a pass for P3. And that is an absolute cracking pass. And I'll tell you what, Ulfanuf has put the foot down. He said this is it. He is pumping his battery. He's trying to get out DRS. He has to do it this sector then. It's going to be super important that he does it right here, right now. 9/10 ahead. Is he going to break DRS 1 second before the timing line, was it? I think it was. It was just before the detection zone, which means Camilo Faster is going to lose his DRS now. He's tried to keep up with the back window, but he's not going to get it. He has lost it. 8/10 behind now, and now Ulfanuf can stream away a little bit. Can he get out of DRS zone once more? Through the detection zone, Camilo Faster had DRS and the back window is open, and Ulfanuf tried to get out of the DRS this lap, but it hasn't worked so far, and now finds himself 7/10 ahead and with no battery. Did he go too early? You let us know in the comments below. Did he go too early? Has he shat the bed here? As Shifty Whizzer, this battle is going to be super fun to watch as well, and Shifty Whizzer goes through once more. And Skillsy is going to have to calm down just a wee little bit if he is going to commentate the rest of this race, because his vocal cords are straining. They're tickling the tonsils. His head's feeling a little bit light-headed as well. Just Townsend said he thinks he goes a little bit early, but he's tried it again. Look at this. He is quick in that first sector, and I think Ulfanuf's holding on to a little bit of pace here. Lap 23 of 25. He's just about broken DRS once more, and he has. And Camilo's now having to pump the battery to try and stay ahead of him. This is interesting racing. Lap 23 of 25. Can Magic Shot do the same thing down in P3? Because we have got a 5-way battle for the last step on the podium. Now finds himself 1 second ahead, does Ulfanuf. He does have a faster first sector, but Camilo does have lower wings, so he is faster on the straights and on the DRS zones as well. So sector 1 is where he has to sort of catch up a little bit, does Camilo, because Ulfanuf has slightly higher wings. As you can see, he gets the job done, but now finds himself 1.1 second ahead and out of DRS. So Townsend maybe not too early, maybe just in time. as we come around the final corner once more. But I'll tell you what, who's just in time? Jerry Ham is just in time as he goes past Carl Panizza and gets up into P8. But Ulfanov and Camillo now find themselves 9.4 seconds ahead as we come around the final corner. I mean, the turn 1 for lap 24 of 25. And now Ulfanov has built himself a little bit of a buffer, as has Magic Shot as well. Magic Shot finds himself 8/10 ahead and racing to the last step of the podium. Finds himself 9/10. Then can he break DRS now? Can he do what Ulfanov has done up in P1? And can he get the last step on the podium? I think maybe for the first time this year or this season for Wallaby Racing League. He had a tough run in the last game, but he is back. Magic Shot is back and finds himself P3, but Ulfanov finds himself P1, 1.8 seconds ahead of Camillo Faster. And it begs the question, was Ulfanov just playing with him the entire time? Was he just playing silly buggers? Was he giving Camillo Faster just that little bit of hope, just that glimmer, just that little bit of maybe I can and maybe I can't? But Ulfanov out in front in the Red Bull RB Visa, is now 2.3 seconds ahead, and pending a crash or a massive mistake from him will bring this home. I can't see Camillo catching him from here in the Haas, but that doesn't take anything away from Camillo, who's raced an absolute cracking race. We're on lap 24 of 25. But the last step of the podium is up for grabs as we come around the final corner. Magic Shot finds himself with a lot of battery and a little bit of a snap then out of the final corner though. Shifty Whizzer, back window wide open. I don't think he's close enough. He is gaining. He's going to have 2 more opportunities then to take home P3. He's going to have 2 more opportunities. We have 2 more DRS zones. It's going to be up to Sector 1. Who can get the better exit? Who can get traction? Who can get acceleration out of the exits here with ball tyres, with tyres that are absolutely screaming? And who else is screaming is left for dead in the engineering box on the pit wall as he sees his driver 2 seconds ahead around the hairpin we go then, and into the bank corner as Watanabe picks up a 3-second time penalty. This doesn't take anything away from the absolute cracking race that Camillo has had in the half. As we see him hit the wall, he's got to be careful here not to throw away P2 either, but finds himself 9 seconds ahead from our closest rival. Ulfanov in the Haas comes around up to the final DRS detection point and around the back straight where he can hear the cheers of the crowd. He has done it for his mother. He has done it for his family. It is Ulfanov in the RB Visa. He was on pole position. He has been in cruise control the entire day. And it's going to be Ulfanov who wins the Jeddah Grand Prix. Camillo Fasto is going to come into P2. But we're not finished yet. Magic Shot rounds the final corner. Can Magic Shot do it? I think he's done just enough. And Magic Shot is going to get P3 here in Jeddah. What a finish. Cracking race. Ulfanov P1. Through comes the rest of the field then. Magic Shot P3. Shifter Whizzer P4. Maxi Boy P5. Great to see it. Broster P6. Coda Faster P7. Then Jerry Ham. Good comeback from Incal, but he's a P9. Did have that 3-second time penalty as well. With Matif from P20, if you don't mind. Kamikaze, good comeback after that safety car. Fuller Fish P12. What an army. Squashy Joshy, bomb to the win. Lockie, Two-Door Gaming, and Missile Monero down in P18. And Bremer having a hard day of it once again. But keep your head up, mate. Please stay in it. We all love you. We all want to see you succeed, mate. And what a race here in Tier 2. Oh, my sweet Caroline, sweet Caroline, dun dun dun. Oh, no, 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 no. Sweet Caroline, dun dun dun. Never been sweet before. Sweet Caroline. Dun, dun, dun. Well, there we go. So, race winner is Ulfanuf there. Bremer, fastest lap driver of the day. Shifty Wizard, most overtakes is Bros F1. And cleanest driver goes to Jerry Ham. And this is my chance to say, Goffy, if you have the volume on, mate, I love your work. Love what you do, mate. You are the Wallaby legend. But there is your timing screen for you, good sir.